Hello and welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don's here. Don's here. Of course I'm here. I'm the one doing this. Today I want to talk a little bit about an interview I did for a group called MyPracticeology. So Practiceology or MyPracticeology.com is it's a course that Paul Wright has, and it's actually a product, a subscription. It's almost like a tracking tool that you can track everything in your practice, the key metrics that you decide on what you're going to be tracking in your practice. And he has a whole program of explaining how to set it up, how to use it, how to integrate it in your practice, and then it's a membership. Paul also has a round table, which is similar to a mastermind that he hosts once a month, and he sends out the recordings. And I was able to do a presentation today on using patient presentations, specifically how to get more treatment visits or rebookings based on this idea of patient presentations. My takeaway is the following. If you're not high-tech, patient presentations in the way I present it might be a little challenging, but there was some lower-tech options. So let me give you some of those lower-tech options. The main power slide, I would say, within patient presentations is the treatment evaluator, or what I used to call the checklist. And this is a way of organizing the treatment options based on least effective and most effective, and thinking through what categories and what works best. And just simply taking that slide for the most common things like plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis and laminating it and putting it in your treatment room might be one of the easiest things you can do that's low tech. Another option is a way of doing it kind of lower tech is to take the presentations themselves and print them out and put them in a little flip chart or a little binder in your office. That's another easier way to use the presentations. And we also went over a few of the more high-tech ways where you can take an iPad and pre-record it and give it to your patients that way in a recording, or send it to them via email. It was a good presentation. It was a good experience. What I appreciate about Paul and the group that he has is most of them are entrepreneurial, and they're trying to think of ways to grow their practice. One of his main takeaways was the idea of making it systematic, especially if you have multiple doctors in your office. The benefit of using patient presentations or the treatment evaluator is that you can train all the doctors to treat kind of using the same way, the same explanation. It makes this much easier, and by recording it, they can hear how you treat. Therefore, if you're in a practice and you have 4 doctors, whoever makes these up, you can have the other doctors listen to it. They can treat with similar effectiveness, especially if one doctor is much more effective than the others. So that was a good takeaway. I'll kind of tell you on the backside, it was kind of a rush because I recently did a revamp. If you go to podiatrypracticemastery.com, I revamped it in kind of a story brand fashion. And what that means, if you haven't read Story Brand, it's a very good book. It talks about different aspects of a website to gain conversion and really just kind of simplifies it. What I used to have was a site that had too many options. You could look at my recommendations, you could go to the blog, you could go to the podcast, you could go to the YouTube, you can ask me a question, and it was just way too much. And with this whole story brand format, it's simplifying it. So if you go there, the only option is to get my free treatment tool. And basically the free treatment tool is what I use every single day in the practice. So if you want to try it out, you can go to patientpresentations.com and you can put your email and then you'll get it, and just bookmark that page, and that's the exact one that I use. And you can use it. I use it, I'd say 10 times a day, and it helps me earn thousands of dollars more a week because I'm actually remembering to ask for things. I want to give you an example. Today, there was a patient, once again, that wasn't getting better with Achilles tendonitis, had tried multiple things, and then on my little evaluator slide, I had night splint, and she asked me about it, and she got the night splint. So that in and of itself, sometimes when patients aren't getting better, and we forget to offer things to them, and this was a way that I could offer things kind of automatically, and that worked really well for that patient and for other patients. Once again, if you want to check it out, go to patientpresentations.com or Podiatry Practice Mastery. Check out the new format. I kept it really simple. Not much about me, more about the doctor's problems, what they're kind of looking for in life. And then under courses, I have modified and I've made what I call the Practice Mastery Academy. And I got this idea from Graham Coltrane. He is kind of a speaker / coach person. I liked his style. And what that does, the Academy, it puts together the 30-day practice blueprint, my webinar one, and my patient presentations all in one. Right now, it's $497. It'll probably go up, or I'll just do. I eventually like to get it to a point where there can be something for $97 a month, or something similar to that I can give enough value that it'd be worth it for $97 a month. I think it's worth $97 a month. I'm just not sure if everyone else. That might be my own mind thing going on. But once again, check it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give me feedback. Email me, don@podiatrypracticemastery.com. If you have done the 30-day practice blueprint or one of these other ones, send me an email. Let me know what your thoughts. Also, the content here. Please put a review wherever you're listening to this podcast. Those help to get more people listening. Okay, thanks, guys.